Today I'm going to talk about how to eradicate a bad habit. Assume you're having a problem of overweight and you found out the main reason for that habit of eating junk food. Today I'm going to share with you how to eradicate that bad habit permanently. I'm going to share with you a foolproof method. Stay with me. I learned this powerful technique from the book Atomic Habit, authored by James Clear. It's a very fascinating book. I highly recommend you to read that book. According to James Clear, he tells us when we develop a good habit or bad habit, we are following literally the same process. That means we are following steps, a sequential steps. These sequential steps he named as habit loop. Habit loop includes 4 components or 4 steps: cue, craving, response, and reward. Cue in the sense the signal. According to our example, you get the signal or the cue from the advertisement, TV commercials, radio commercials, advertisement from the newspapers, advertisement from social media. And sometimes you may read blogs, browse the websites, and you see the advertisement on junk foods. So you get all these signals related to the junk food through the advertisement. When you are exposed to many advertisements, when you are exposed to many signals, what would happen? You develop the temptation, or what we call the craving for the junk food. You just want to have that food. After you develop the temptation, what will happen? You keep on developing the temptation again and again. It will pile up. It will come to a particular situation you can't even no longer bear. So what you are going to do is, you are going to respond that. How you are going to do that? You contact the fast food restaurant. Nowadays it is very easy because the reason is you are having the mobile phone. So you are having a lot of apps. You can immediately contact the particular restaurants and you are having the food at your home itself. Then what's going to happen? You develop the temptation again and again. The food is very delicious because the reason is the manufacturers has included a lot of chemicals and which increase your appetite. So you get a very positive response. When we get a positive response, what happens in our brain? We get a dopamine spike. When we get a dopamine spike on our brain, it's just like a reward. We tend to follow it again and again. You know, there is a saying, what we rewarded will get repeated. So therefore, the same process again and again going to repeat. So once we get the reward, what we are going to do is, again we develop the craving and we expose to advertisement. And we develop the cue. Then we develop the craving. Then we develop the response. Then finally we get rewarded. So therefore, we are going to follow this loop again and again until it becomes a concrete habit. Now tell me what you have to do if you just want to eradicate this bad habit. Or if you just want to break this loop. I'll share with you 4 rules to break that habit. Rule number 1, make it unclear. What does that mean? That means you are reducing the exposure to the advertisement related to junk food. Maybe TV commercials, radio commercials. You are not going to browse the website where you can find the junk food. You are not going to read the blogs where you can find the junk food. So when you are following this rule, what you are going to do, you are going to reduce the exposure to the advertisement where you can see the junk food. Rule number 2, make it unattractive. How you are going to do that? You know, what you have to do is, you just want to think about the repercussions of having the junk food. What does junk food include? Fat, sugar, sodium, lot of chemicals. What would happen when you continuously consume these kind of foods? You will get heart attack. You tend to get cancer and high blood pressure, cholesterol, and there are a lot of diseases are involved in when having the junk food. So what you are going to do is, you are going to read the blogs, read the articles related to the repercussions related to junk food. At the same time, what you can do is, you can read the articles on the benefits of having healthier food. Rule number 3, make it difficult. What does that mean? Make it difficult in the sense, you make the process difficult. Now for example, as I explained to you earlier, so when we having the temptation to having the junk food, what we are going to do is, we just browse the apps and we directly call, or else we are having the contact numbers in our phones, we contact the particular restaurant and we bring the junk food. That is what we are going to do. So what I am telling you is, make this process difficult, build a friction. How you can do this easily? remove the apps from your phone. Remove all the contact numbers of junk food restaurants. Then what happened? When you are having the temptation, you just want to log into the computer or the desktop computer and you just want to find out the contact number. But rather than having the contact number on the phone, when you are having a lot of processes to find the contact number, it will demotivate you to get the junk food. Rule number 4, make it an unhappy experience. You know, when we get an unhappy experience, we are trying to cut that habit. We are not going to repeat that habit. When you get a positive experience, we are going to repeat that habit. So what we have to do is here, we just want to make having the junk food an unhappy experience. How we are going to do that? So we are going to make it very painful. But you know what? We have to make it painful immediately after the action. Then only it will be effective. For example, what you can do is, you can inform your friends that you are going to eradicate this bad habit. So whenever you are going to have the bad habit, so whenever you are going to eat the junk food at a restaurant or any other place, tell your friends to embarrass you in front of the others. You will publicly embarrass, but at the end of the day, it will make a huge pain for you. You will tend to get rid of your bad habit. Not only that, I will show you another technique. This is what we call having a commitment device. Commitment device in the sense, this device pushes you to make a particular commitment. Now for example, you can use a calendar. What you can do is, you can commit yourself or you can determine yourself, okay, on the next 3 months time period, I am not going to have junk food. Whenever, so you are following this habit, so every day what you are going to do is you mark the calendar. After completing the first week or after completing the first 4 weeks time period, by looking at the calendar, you feel happiness. Okay, I have been committed to this particular task. So likewise, what you can do is, with that motivation, you can continue the other 2 months as well. Remember, you don't necessarily to have a commitment device. Even you can have a commitment person. Who is that? Commitment person may be your spouse, wife or husband. Commitment person may be your best friend. What you are going to do is, it's a kind of a weird and a kind of a silly thing. So you are going to sign an agreement with these people. Even you can verbally agree with this particular person. What you are going to do, tell them whenever you are going to have the junk food, so you are going to pay $100 or even $150 for that particular person. For example, tell your wife, okay, when you see I'm having junk food or when I'm ordering junk food, immediately deduct from my purse $100 or $150. What happened? So at the initial stage, you will get a huge pain, and this pain is so high than the satisfaction that you are going to get from the junk food. So what you are going to do is, you are going to eradicate this habit. But you have to be honest, you have to commit to that, because at the end of the day, you just want to get rid of this bad habit. Alright, on the next video, I'm going to share with you how to develop a good habit. This good habit is doing exercises, because you just want to develop habit of doing exercises if you want to get fit, attractive and reduce your weight. I'll see you soon on the next video. Good luck.
Hi, this is KITHSIRI. Hope you get great value from this video. Please share and like this video, comment below and subscribe to my channel. I'll offer you more videos like this to improve your personal and professional life.